This next section is economics. We're going to look at the economics of irrigation systems and the operation of those systems. And the first and obvious thing that we have to deal with is getting the system installed. And so what are the initial costs of developing an irrigation system? So we have to start with a water supply and or a conveyance system. So we have to know, where is our water going to come from? Is it going to be surface water from a stream or a lake? Is it going to be groundwater from a well? If it's a stream or a lake, we have to know if there's a certain price that water is going to cost. Now, if you are in the state of Washington and you have a groundwater right or a surface water right, the water costs nothing. There is no fee for the water. But if you are getting the water from an irrigation district that has a delivery system coming to your farm or your property with that water, there are going to be some associated fees with the conveyance system. So you're going to have canals to maintain, or it could be pressurized pipe that has to be maintained and monitored. So it takes personnel also to do the monitoring during the irrigation system. So you're going to be providing, that district will be providing things like ditch riders to allocate the water as is required according to your water rights and your demand. You know, a lot of these ditch systems, you get to pick and choose when you want to run your water. You don't have to water every day. And a lot of systems are designed so you don't water every day, and you don't water all of every day possibly. So you don't need to have a turnout delivering water to your farm all the time. So somebody has to go along and monitor that and be monitoring the entire ditch system or the entire district so they know they have enough water at all times to supply all of the users. Now we can take a look at the Yakima Valley. There's over a dozen districts in the Yakima Valley. All those ditch systems have people running those districts and monitoring the water conveyance. Up in the Columbia Basin, there's 3 huge districts up there that monitor that entire, there's a 500,000 acres run by 3 districts. And it's all open ditch in the Columbia Basin. You get up in the Okanagan, then we have a whole lot of that is now piped, but also a number of districts up there that the water is being supplied through districts, through some kind of conveyance system, and that there's going to be a price. That district doesn't come for free. So you got to maintain it, and you got to have the operation of that conveyance system, and also there's always new construction that's having to be done to update it. So we have that opportunity cost, or the actual cost of the system itself that has to be dealt with. Now, if we have ourselves our own personal water right on the creek, we may have to develop a sump. Yes?
Would conveyance be how the water is...
Conveyance would be the canal or the pipe coming to you. Yeah. That would be the conveyance system. Here on this campus, we simply have to develop a way to get the water out of the creek. So we've developed sumps right on the side of the creek. But that didn't come for free. It costs money to build the sump and the suction line going into the pump house itself. So we have to be able to tap into that.